look okay?
You look great. You're gonna nail this thing.
I just can't believe my luck. An exclusive, and in the trial of a century. I cannot mess this up, or we'll be back to beauty pageant fluff pieces, and I'm just done with that. I'm better than that.
You are definitely better than that, and now you have your chance. I mean, it took them long enough to find a jury, and the timing was perfect, and that worked out for you.
Wait, how long did it take them?
5 years.
5 years?
5 years? I knew it was a long time, but I didn't realize it was that long. And Sam, Mr. Filet, has been through 2 lawyers. And now he's stuck with some unknown lawyer from who knows where.
Yeah, a bit surprising considering who he is and how much he's worth. I just hope they know what they're doing, right?
It's murder. If this lawyer loses, then Mr. Filet is dead. Not many people sign up to get someone killed, hence the issue for the jury, too.
You're assuming that Mr. Filet, is guilty?
I'm not assuming anything, except that there is more than enough evidence to send the defendant straight to the chair. Look, all I know is if it wasn't Mr. Filet, then a murderer has been running free this entire time.
Oh, that is creepy. But I just hope that Sam is not guilty, because I'm a huge fan of his, and may or may not run a chapter of the fan club.
Shocker.
But the idea of a murderer running around free, I just don't know how I can sleep it.
Relax. It was probably just a one-time deal.
Yeah, chances are that the murderer knew the victim, knew them well enough to hate them.
Well, love or hate, right? I mean, love can cause you to go to extremes if you've been wronged.
I just cannot imagine a person like Sam, Mr. Filet, going to that extreme even if he were wronged. And besides, there are plenty of other people that could have done it. And the witness list is really long and it might reveal that someone had even more motive than a business partner.
Oh, really? Like who?
Oh, I don't know, maybe Mr. Albright's brother or his ex-fiancée. They were both listed as witnesses.
Hayden Albright. He was removed from the company when Sam joined the company. I'm not sure about Madison Fish, though. Although, based on what I've heard, there may be something going on between Madison Fish and Mr. Filet.
Ooh, I hadn't heard that, actually, but I don't know if she has an alibi.
Exactly. It really could be her.
Okay, Columbo, too easy. Don't you think if it was Madison Fish, we would know? I think she may have been a suspect in the beginning, but was ruled out for some reason. But no, it won't be any of the obvious people. If anything, it'll be someone who knew them both and had time to plan it.
Who's Columbo now?
Oh, there's the witnesses. I think they're going into the courtroom. Maybe we can grab a shot and pull someone for a pretrial interview.
Yes. Miss Mudge! Miss Mudge, wait! Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another witness.
Yes, the neighbor, Miss Potts.
Oh, yes, that's me. How can I help you?
I'm Charlie Blanton from the Field Spring Times, reporting today on the murder trial of Jack Albright. You're set to be one of the witnesses. Do I have that correct?
Oh, yes. But I don't think I'm supposed to say that yet. Or really, I'm not sure what exactly I'm supposed to say and when or to who.
Oh, well, you can definitely say that to me.
And who are you? Can I say that to you too?
Oh, I'm just the cameraman.
Phew. I thought you were a spy for the other side, but a cameraman, well, that's nice. I should probably get in there in case they need me.
Is there anything you can tell me about how you feel going inside? It is a big trial after all, with the possibility of someone spending the rest of their life in prison, or worse, death row.
Well, I do hope they have crackers. I'm a bit hungry and I didn't have time for a snack, so that would be nice if they provided something for us.
Hold on. Okay. Well, that was not the interview I was hoping for, and I don't think that's what the defense is going to be looking for either.
Don't worry, we can pull someone else when the jury breaks. I'm sure we'll find something better then.
Actually, here comes Hayden Albright now. He doesn't look too especially excited to get inside.
Oh, good catch. Hayden Albright, a quick word?
Who's asking?
I'm Charlie Blanton from the Field Spring Times. Do you have a moment?
Sure.
How are you feeling going inside the courtroom today? Are you hoping that there's finally justice for your brother's murder?
Yes, I hope that Sam gets exactly what he deserves. My family has waited too long for justice, too long for the investigation to be over, and really too long for someone to finally believe that Sam Flay is guilty for murdering my brother.
Yes, 5 years is a long time. Although, he hasn't been proven guilty yet. Were you able to get a look at the jury list prior to now? I know that getting a jury selection done was quite the struggle.
Well, actually, no, but we do finally have a jury that hasn't heard about the trial, so I'm grateful we are finally having our day in court.
Agreed.
I have to get in there now.
Thank you for your time. Okay, so not a total bust, and with any luck, he'll remember us when this is all over.
Actually, have you seen the jury list? It's a bit iffy if you ask me. I was a bit surprised at a couple of the jurors, including I think that juror 10 is Sawyer Marks.
What? Wait, did you say Sawyer Marks? Like Sawyer Marks from the newspaper?
Exactly. She's a journalist for the local paper, so I'm not sure how well that's gonna go. It could be that we get a verdict, but it's contested because she's on the jury. So this may not be over today.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Yes, that would be awful. Especially if Sam has to go through this again.
All rise. The Court of the Second Judicial Circuit of the Fourth Criminal Division of Virginia is now in session. Judge Lamette presiding.
You may be seated, with the exception of our jury. Bailiff, would you please swear in our jury?
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to listen carefully to the evidence and arguments presented in this case and to fulfill your duty to determine a verdict that is just for the victim, defendant, and this community?
I do.
You may be seated.
To the jury, you have been instructed by the court not to read anything about this trial. The court would like to remind you that the defendant is innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The case before us today is the State of Virginia versus Sam Flay. Would the defendant please rise and introduce himself?
Yes, Your Honor. My name is Sam Flay.
Mr. Flay, do you realize that you are being charged with first-degree murder today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have pled not guilty to these charges, correct?
That is correct.
You may be seated. Prosecution, are we ready to begin?
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Winters?
Your Honor, it appears as if we may have some jury issues that need to be resolved before we can proceed.
What? Did we not just swear to be fair? Do I need to be speaking Korean? E.g. nuga ne malal ihal sue as el ka.
With
Lingo Street.
With all due respect, Your Honor, we have already been through this.
Of course you would be fine with it. He is wearing a Free Filet shirt.
We cannot.
Order in the court. We will go through these jurors to make sure both the community and Mr. Filet are treated fairly in my courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
Jury number 2, can you please arise? Can you explain yourself, your apparel?
Oh, this? Oh, well, I thought it'd be okay to wear this here shirt because I already made it on the jury.
So you snuck in so the evil Sam Flake could get away with murder?
Whoa, juror A, the defendant is innocent until proven guilty, remember?
Yeah, but if he's guilty...
Then he should fry.
Yeah, let him fry. I never liked the name Sam anyway.
Who cares if he did it? The truth is, Jack Albright was no good crook, and he got what he deserved.
Judge, Your Honor, we cannot go through with this jury.
So now you agree with me, because they want your guy to fry.
Order in the court. Bailiff, please remove jurors 1, 2, 5, 6, and 8, and 10.
What? Why me?
I thought that was you, Sawyer Marks. You know better than to act like you don't know this case inside and out. You helped break it to the public, and you enjoyed your 10 minutes of fame. Get out.
Let's go.
Now it appears that we are going to have to go through our remaining jurors. Juror number 3, can you stand up? Can you tell me if you have any feelings about this case, negative or otherwise, that might make you susceptible to not giving Mr. Filet a fair trial?
No, sir, I don't think so. But if the others got to leave, could I go too? I really need this waiting job to pay my bills. I can't afford to get fired again. And it looks like my table may be a refill. So if I could?
Bailiff. Juror number 4.
Your Honor, I really want to be on this jury, but I don't think that Mr. Filet has a fighting chance without someone who believes in him.
You do realize that means you are showing prejudice for the defendant, correct?
Yeah, but there were so many other jurors who were against Mr. Filet, and Juror 9 was even interviewed about the case last year, and no one said anything to him.
Big whoop. Is there a crime to be interviewed?
Bailiff.
Let's go.
Your Honor, they said that I don't want to be here, but will there be any potty breaks? I'm about 42 weeks long and need a break.
Juror 11, any thoughts?
If juror number 7 gets to take a bathroom break, can I take Pepper too?
Bailiff!
Let's go.
Juror number 12, please tell me you are not harboring feelings for the defendant. Perhaps you have your cat with you or some other reason to leave today?
No, Your Honor. I'm here to fulfill my civil duty and proud to do so.
Well, thank God.
Well, Your Honor, we cannot exactly go on without a jury. I think that we're going to have
No!
to.
We are going to have this trial, and we are going to have it today. Now, if there are no objections, it appears as though there is an entire room full of people who have never heard of Mr. Filet, let alone this case. Let's just round up 11 of them.
Can we do that?
Is that even legal?
I don't know, but it's what we're going to do. Miss Clerk, can you please get labels so we can see who our 11 new jurors are?
I'm sorry, sir. Were you talking to me?
Yes. I need you to get 11 labels so we can clearly see who our new jurors are.
Sir, I'm not sure I can possibly write down everything that's being said and make the labels. Perhaps the bailiff can do it.
Sure, why not? Bailiff? When I call your name, please stand so we can get your label to you. Andrew Kennedy. John Shelley. Rexton Schulman. Tammy Clays. Matt Sherbrinsky. Emma McGuire. Olivia Sherbrinsky. Dawn Greenwell. Colin Gossin. Jeremy Murray. And Samantha Pannell. You are now members of the jury. You will need to listen carefully to the evidence and arguments which are presented in this case. To fulfill your duty to determine a sentence that is fair to the defendant, the victim, and the community. Please say I do. Prosecution, are we ready to begin?
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecution may now make its opening statement.
Members of the jury, the defendant has been charged with murder in the first degree, a very serious charge that indicates not only did Mr. Sam Fillet commit murder, he planned it. He planned it because he was paranoid of Jack Albright's intentions. He was paranoid because he thought Jack was going behind his back to oust him from the company when it stood to make millions with the latest merger with Watkins Incorporated. He was paranoid because he was already going behind Jack's back by pursuing a relationship with Jack's fiancée, Madison Fish. He let his paranoia drive his jealousy, drive his anger to committing the murder of Jack in his very own business office. He made sure that he knew that Jack would be staying late and be alone. This gave him ample time to commit the crime with no witnesses. And his alibi. Of course, conveniently, he was with Madison Fish. Now, defense would have you believe that because Madison Fish is not a person of interest, that this automatically gets Mr. Flay off the hook. That is not the case. In fact, Madison Fish was a person of interest to begin with. But was that go because they could not find ample reason she would want Jack dead. However, we know that if she is with Mr. Fillet, then she stands to gain quite a bit from Jack being dead. I plan to bring up witnesses that will prove without a reasonable doubt that Mr. Sam Fillet committed this murder out of jealousy, paranoia, and love for Miss Fish.
The defense may now make its opening statement.
I think we all know, or really, you don't know, what the prosecution has planned for us today. The prosecution plans to paint Mr. Fillet as a money-hungry man, willing to do whatever it takes to obtain money, and it appears love. I'm going to prove to you today that Mr. Fillet had more to lose from Jack being dead rather than alive. That this murder has devastated him, not only because he's been wrongly placed in prison with no bail for 5 years, but because Jack was his friend and business partner. This was his livelihood, and he has lost everything due to the sensationalism behind this case. And he has lost everything because the investigation has stalled, and no one is looking for the real murderer. Today, I implore you to look past what the prosecution, the public, the media would have you believe, and know that there is no way to find Sam Fillet guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Your Honor, the evidence.
Clerk, what are you doing? We haven't even brought up the evidence. We cannot just go over the evidence.
I mean to say, who will I be showing the evidence to? The jury is not exactly in their usual space, and I don't think you consider this when you rush to identify a new jury. Will I just go around and show it to each of them?
That's a valid point. I believe we have a way to present the evidence.
Exactly what I was thinking. I will just show the evidence on the projector, and that will suffice. I will handle that now.
Yes, that'll work.
I will definitely do that, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
You're welcome. It is my honor and my duty.
Okay then. Prosecution, is your first witness ready?
Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution calls Morgan Watkins.
Morgan Watkins.
Clerk, there is no need to repeat what has already been said.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Morgan, can you please describe to us the nature of your relationship with Jack Albright?
Certainly. Jack Albright and I knew each other through business circles, and most recently looking on merging our companies.
Can you tell us all a bit more about said merger?
Yes, it's basically a moot point now. Jack was looking on expanding his brand internationally. Watkins Incorporation is known throughout the world for quality products. Jack wanted that reputation as he expanded.
It sounds as if Jack had the opinion that his products might not be seen as quality products, potentially due to a backslide in product quality as a misplay. Is that correct?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained, please strike that last question.
Yes, sir. Striking it now.
All right, Morgan. Can you please tell me what exactly Jack expressed to you? Why would he need Watkins' reputation if his products already had good quality?
Objection, leading the witness.
I will allow it, but Winters, you had better make this one count.
Will do.
Jack had recently mentioned that his sales had dipped among some of their products, and he felt Watkins could help with that.
Did Jack mention which product sales had dipped?
Yes.
In particular?
Yes, it was the filet line of frozen entrees.
Interesting. And was Morgan Watkins Incorporated being brought in to save the line?
Objection, leading.
Overruled, the witness will answer the question.
Yes, I believe that to be correct.
Can you tell us just exactly what Jack wanted from Morgan Watkins Incorporated? Was he seeking you guys to help the filet frozen entree line, or was he seeking to replace it?
I believe he was seeking to replace it.
Was Mr. Filet aware of this transaction?
I do not believe so. He was never in any of our meetings. But Miss Fish had been in our initial meeting, so maybe?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
Thank you, Morgan. No further questions, Your Honor.
Defense, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Watkins, you mentioned that Watkins Incorporated was potentially coming in to replace the frozen filet line of entrees, and that Miss Fish had been in the initial meetings. What made you believe that Jack was seeking to replace the frozen filet line of food and I'd simply enhance it.
Well, I just assumed he'd want to replace it.
So Jack never said he was replacing it. Did he ever suggest a replacement?
Well, no, but
So truly, Watkins was coming in to enhance the company, not kick out Filet.
Well, I'm not sure. Before we were able to nail out the details, Jack was dead.
Exactly. You do not know, and everything you just testified to is pure speculation and does not actually prove that Mr. Filet would want Jack dead, because he was not, in fact, being outed.
Well, I guess not.
No further questions, Your Honor.
The witness can leave the stand. Your next witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution calls. Carrie Scott.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Carrie, can you tell us all what you do for a living?
I'm the porter for the Albright building. Have been for 35 years this August.
Wow. That's a long time in one location. I bet you see a lot.
I suppose I have, over the years. I was there when Jack's daddy bought the building. Now that was a good man.
And Jack, what was your opinion of him?
Well, it's hard to say. He wasn't the most friendly, but he was smart.
Carrie, can you tell us what happened the day Jack was murdered in the building? You were working that day, is that correct?
I was. He came into the building like he normally does, before everyone else, and, well, normally was the last worker out. But he...
It's okay. You can take a minute.
It's just, it was so unexpected.
Yes. Can you tell us who was the last person to go in or out of the building on that day?
Well, the last person out that I saw was the young lass that was interviewing. Can't recall that name, but she wasn't the last one in.
You're referring to Alex Jones, but you're saying she wasn't the last one in? Is that correct?
Aye, Alex was leaving the building, clearly distraught. I'm a porter, I notice these things. So I asked if everything was all right, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw someone rush in.
Rush in?
Aye, it was raining that day, so I just thought they were avoiding the rain, but clearly I was wrong.
Are you suggesting that the person who killed Jack Albright was the person who rushed in?
Objection! How would the porter know who killed Mr. Albright?
Sustained. Please strike that last question and answer.
Striking it now.
Carrie, can you tell us who it was that rushed into the building?
Aye, that would be Sam Filet.
So, the last person seen entering the building prior to Jack being found dead was Sam Filet, is that correct?
That is correct.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Defense, would you like to cross-examine?
Yes. Mr. Scott, can you tell us what was wrong with Alex?
Well, it's been some years, but I believe that Alex was there for an interview. She was supposed to interview with both Jack and Sam, but it was just with Jack and it didn't go well.
Didn't go well? How?
Well, I guess she wasn't going to get the job. She claimed that Jack was rude.
And while you were having this conversation with Alex, where were you?
Well, just outside the doors to the building.
And when the last person rushed in, did you get a good look at who it was?
Well, I'd recognize Sam's long beige trench coat. He wore it every day.
So, you didn't see the person's face, just the coat.
Well, no, but no one else wears that coat that goes in the building.
But they could. It doesn't sound like a one-of-a-kind jacket.
Evidence, the jacket.
Thank you. Is this the jacket?
Aye, it is.
This jacket is made by London Fog, a well-known trench coat company. It is not unique, and in fact, I also own one.
Wait, so you could have been the last one in the building?
I could have, but it wasn't me.
But I didn't see the face, so it could have been you.
But I wasn't there.
How do I know that?
I had no reason to be there.
Neither did Sam. He already missed the interview.
Mr. Scott, the point is, it could have been anyone in that trench coat, correct?
It could have. Even you, it appears.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Am I free to leave the stand?
Yes!
Your next witness?
Your Honor, the prosecution calls Chris Potts.
Is there a problem, Miss Potts?
No problem. It's just I haven't found where the snacks are yet. And it occurs to me that the attorney said I was ready, but I haven't even eaten yet, so why would he think I was ready?
Well, I'm afraid to say that there are no snacks. However, once you are done here, you are free to leave, and I believe there is a nice Italian place down the road from here.
No snacks? I'm sorry. I'm not a complainer. But how am I supposed to be concentrating on the questions when the jury is eating and I'm not?
That's a good point. Could we have the previous juror number 3 bring Miss Potts a piece of bread?
Yes, Your Honor. Juror 3, bread. Here's your bread. Thank you. That was so kind.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Miss Potts, how is the bread?
Honestly, it's a bit dry. It would probably be better with butter. I'm a bit surprised I wasn't offered butter. However, seeing as I was so starved, it suits me just fine.
Right. Well, I'm glad you are at least satisfied. Can you please describe to us the nature?
Actually, if I could just get a spot of water. The bread was a bit dry. I believe I said that.
Of course.
Enters.
Thank you. Okay, I'm ready now.
Right. Can you please describe to us your relationship with Jack Albright?
Well, I don't know what you are implying, but we weren't in any relationship. We were just neighbors. That is the problem with neighbors. They tend to not mind their own business and make up rumors based on one incident, and before you know it, everyone is saying you're in a relationship with someone you never even had a meal with.
Right. I didn't mean you were in a relationship. I just meant, how well did you get along? How long were you neighbors?
Right, yes. Well, we were just neighbors. I would say 10 years. Yes, that seems right. Yes, I still had my cat when I moved in.
And so, being neighbors, did you ever notice anything off with Mr. Fillet's relationship with Mr. Albright?
Well, of course I did. As neighbors, you notice things. Things that stick out and don't seem right. Affairs and such. Good neighbors do notice things.
More specifically, did there seem to be an issue in their relationship? Did they get along? Did they argue?
Well, I know most of the time they seem to get along okay, but I also know a lot of the time Mr. Flay was not there to see Jack, more to see Miss Fish. They were quite close.
Objection, speculation.
Sustained. Miss Potts, please just answer the question as it was asked.
I thought I did.
Miss Potts, did you ever observe an argument between Mr. Flay and Mr. Albright?
Well, I don't like to gossip, but near the end, God rest his soul, Mr. Albright and Mr. Fillet argued more than they didn't. Most everyone knew about it. They even said that Mr. Albright was getting exactly what he deserved after what he did to his brother.
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
Miss Potts, did you ever see an argument between Mr. Flay and Mr. Albright?
Well, not myself,
but people talk.
Objection! The witness is strictly going off of hearsay.
Sustained. Prosecution. Get to the point.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Potts, the last time that you know Mr. Flay went to visit Mr. Albright, that you know of, you shared an elevator with him. Is that correct?
Well, yes, I did. But how did you know that? Who said something?
More specifically, can you please tell us what you heard?
Objection! Hearsay.
Defense. Would you please allow the prosecution to finish their question?
Miss Potts, can you please tell us what you heard Mr. Flay say?
Well, of course it wasn't like it was some big secret how Mr. Fillet felt about Mr. Albright, and can you really blame him? But then, Mr. Fillet went and just said, I would love to see him dead. Spat it out like it was no big deal, like it was something you would say to just pass the time. Can you imagine someone saying that?
I'd love to see him dead. Wow, that seems like quite the harsh statement over just one argument.
I thought so too. But when you think about it, Mr. Albright had what Mr. Fillet wanted, and like I said, they argued quite a bit. And with Miss Fish around, can you really blame him?
Objection! Again! Hearsay!
Thank you, Miss Potts. No further questions, Your Honor.
Oh, can I go now?
No. Defense, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
Oh, yes, I would. Miss Potts, do you get along with all of your neighbors?
Mostly. I'm a good neighbor. I don't cause a racket. I mind my own business and such.
Mostly? Do you mind telling us the name of a neighbor you don't quite get along with?
Well, that Ginger is a piece of work. With her constant noise and constant visitors. Disrespectful, if you ask me.
And have you ever argued with Ginger?
Ginger? Who's Ginger?
Your neighbor. The one we were just talking about.
Oh, Ginger's not her name. That's Lisa. She's a redhead. And yes, we've argued before, but only because she won't turn down her music, or she has too many people over, or she won't pick up her mail, or dog waste.
And have you ever wished ill will upon Lisa?
No, never. Not really, anyways. I mean, I wish her parties would end soon, or her stereo would break, or she would move far away. But I would never wish her sick or dead.
That's fair, but is it possible that in the heat of the moment, coming off of an argument, Mr. Fillet spoke rather harshly and did not actually mean Jack Albright dead?
Well, I suppose so. But it seems like a big coincidence that he then came up dead.
Coincidence, yes, but not evidence of homicide.
Yes, definitely not evidence. But there seems to be a lot of coincidences with Mr. Fillet.
No further questions.
Oh, can I get up now?
Yes, you may leave the stand.
Lovely. Juror 3, could I get another piece of bread? Thank you. You have been spectacular. Tip well.
Prosecution, is your next witness ready?
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls Alex Jones.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Alex Jones, can you please tell us all what you do for a living?
Yes, I am an executive personal assistant.
Can you please describe the nature of your acquaintance with Mr. Albright?
Well, it was brief. I was actually referred to Mr. Fillet by a friend of his to interview as his personal assistant.
And did you go to the interview?
I did, but Mr. Fillet did not. I guess that was the first sign that I should have left.
The first sign?
Yes, the second sign was the personal assistant for Mr. Albright.
Do you care to expand?
Well, yes, when I arrived for the interview, the personal assistant had just gotten to her desk, clearly angry. She just snapped at me that I could go in and stomped out.
Any idea what that was about?
No, but she left her bag behind, so I knew it had to be pretty bad.
What happened next?
Well, I walked into the room for the interview. Mr. Albright just said that his partner had canceled last minute and wouldn't be there. I was fine with it, but he did not seem happy.
What do you mean?
Well, he was going on and on about how unreliable and irresponsible Mr. Fillet was. He said he wasn't sure why he did business with him.
Those exact words?
Yes, and I am sure those were the words because I was being hired to help Mr. Fillet, so I was confused about the relationship. If the business partnership was going to end, then why waste my time? Which is what I said to him. Then he went off on me.
He went off on you?
Yes, he was screaming about Mr. Fillet and what a two-timer he was and how reckless he was, and now I was there and he had no use for me. Then he began ripping up a document from his desk.
Were you able to see said document?
I wasn't. I was so distraught I ran out of the office. I didn't even wait for the elevator. I took the steps.
That is when you ran into the porter. Is that correct?
Yes, such a nice gentleman. He saw how upset I was and comforted me.
The porter has testified that he saw Mr. Fillet enter the building. Did you see Mr. Fillet?
Honestly, I know that someone entered the building after I left. They were about the same height and build as Mr. Fillet, but that is all I can say.
That's fair. Thank you, Alex.
You're welcome.
Alex Jones, you just testified that the personal assistant, Jack Albright, left angry, left in a hurry, and left behind her personal belongings. Is that right?
Yes, that is what I said.
And do you recall if she ever came back for her belongings?
Well, yes. When I was leaving the building, she was coming back in through the lobby. We didn't speak. She saw how upset I was and was not empathetic to me at all. She just rushed past me.
All right, so when you left the building, the personal assistant was still in the office, correct?
Correct.
That is all.
Prosecution, is your next witness ready?
Your Honor, could we just take a break real quick?
Ma'am, you cannot interject here. Please sit down so no one is injured.
Oh, sorry, I just thought we might want to take a break right now.
You just ate.
You might be right. Let's have a brief recess.
All rise. Very close.
We shouldn't even be having this child.
ready to proceed, Winters?
Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution calls. Detective Gadget.
Is there an issue here?
Oh, no issue here, Your Honor. The detective is just a little nervous.
Well, only one of you guys can be up here at a time, and only one of you has been called. So, Deputy.
Deputy Pence.
Deputy Penn, you may be seated.
Yes, sir.
Detective, please stand. Please raise your right hand.
Other right.
Do you swear to tell the whole truth on this stand, no lies, so help you God?
I will. I do, of course.
Detective, you may sit. Detective, you were the lead investigator in this case. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That is my job, to investigate murders and such.
Detective, you may recall, before the recess, that Alex Jones stated that she saw Mr. Albright ripping up some documents in front of her. When you investigated Mr. Albright's office, were those papers there?
Yes, as a matter of fact, they were.
Clerk, the evidence, please.
Yes, of course. Evidence.
Detective, are these the ripped up pieces of paper that you found in Mr. Albright's office? That is, do you recognize them?
It is.
It is.
Deputy, quiet while the witness is on the stand.
Right, of course.
Thank you.
Clerk, can we get a close-up of that image?
Yes, of course. Close up of the evidence, please.
Detective, can you please read what the document says for us?
Yes.
All right. Detective, can you please read what the document says for us?
Aloud.
Yes, aloud, so that the jury can hear you.
Oh. What?
You can do this.
Thank you for believing me, Deputy. I can do this. Just let me locate my glasses.
Detective,
There they are.
can you please proceed with the reading?
Just a second. It says, and I quote, partnership with S.A.M. Sam Fillet. ... signed Jake Albright. Jack Albright.
Detective, when you first found these ripped up pieces of document, what did they indicate to you?
As if something was being ripped apart or broken.
The partnership.
That is, the partnership was being broken.
Detective, if the partnership were to be broken, who stood to lose the most?
Jack? Sam Fillet.
Are we seriously are we gonna do something about this deputy here?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Whoa, hold it, bailiff. We have no use for weapons.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, no. But we can't just go around beating people up. Would the deputy remain seated and quiet?
Yes, my apologies, Your Honor.
Detective, if Mr. Fillet were to lose the business, he would naturally want to get revenge, right? So was there anything else in the office that you found?
Well, obviously, the dead body.
Yes, obviously, the dead body of Jack Albright splayed across the floor. Anything else?
A knife. A knife was still in the body when we found it.
Clerk, the evidence, please.
Yes, yes. Evidence!
Oh.
Oh my, did we really need to see that?
Yes, it is evidence.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Thank you.
Dinner in Korean.
Detective, the knife you found. Detective,
Yes?
the knife you found, were you able to find fingerprints on it that you could trace back to Mr. Sanfilet?
Objection, leading the witness.
I'll allow it.
Yes, Sam Fillet's fingerprints were all over the knife.
So, we have the motive of a potentially ruined partnership, and the murder weapon being found with Sam Fillet's fingerprints. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Now, let's talk about the matter of the porter spotting Mr. Fillet to be the last one to enter the building.
Objection, that was never proven.
Sustained. Please
Isn't-
strike that last question.
Then let's talk about how Mr. Fillet has no alibi.
He was with me!
Silence in the courtroom!
Don't talk to my fiance.
Don't
like
talk
that.
when it's spoken to.
Order in the court.
Medium fries and a Sprite.
Detective, did Mr. Fillet give you an alibi?
He said he was with Miss Fish. Miss Fish.
Interesting. Were they out in public?
No, they alone in her apartment.
Are we seriously allowing this deputy to answer all of the detective's questions?
He can barely read. It's okay.
Yes, bailiff, now.
Come on. I'm not even looking.
Detective, so they were located alone in her apartment, which is convenient, located around the corner from the Albright building. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And how long would it take for someone, say, about the same size and shape as Mr. Flay to walk from the apartment to the Albright building?
About 3 minutes. No, hold on. 6. It'd take about 6 minutes to make that walk.
Interesting. And in your estimation, how long, is that enough time for Mr. Flay to have gotten in after Alex left and gotten back in time to be with Miss Fish?
No, absolutely not.
What?
I mean, yes, definitely.
Well, which is it, Detective?
Yes, definitely.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Detective, sit down. Defense, would you like to cross-examine the
Oh.
witness?
Oh, yes, definitely I would. Let's see if detective's sitting there. She's sitting right there, I think. That should do it. Detective, you heard the testimony from both the porter and Alex Jones stating that they never actually saw the face of the person who entered the building, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And you heard the testimony from Alex Jones stating that she saw the personal assistant re-enter the building as she was leaving, right?
Yes.
So, is it possible that the personal assistant thought she was being replaced and in anger stabbed Jack Albright to death?
I guess it's possible.
I guess or yes?
Yes, it is possible.
And does this personal assistant have an alibi?
No, she does not.
All right, last couple of questions, detective. And I'm going to see if you can do this without any help. What are you doing? Without help. Thank you.
The witness will answer the question.
There were other fingerprints on the knife. And whose were they?
Yes, there were. They belonged to Terry Mudge, the personal assistant.
I knew it.
Thank you so much, detective. And thank you, deputy. No further questions, Your Honor.
Detective,
What?
you may leave.
Oh.
Stand.
We're just fine with that? All of it?
Prosecution. Do you have any more emotional support deputies?
No, Your Honor, but I do have one last witness. The prosecution calls Hayden Albright.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Hayden Albright, can you please tell us about your relationship with your brother?
Well, admittedly, it was strained for many years. He made decisions regarding the family business that removed me, and I was upset. However, it was the right decision for the company.
And so you had then all but made up.
I wouldn't say made up, but we spoke.
And how recently had you spoken?
We spoke a week before he passed.
Do you recall the conversation?
Yes, I do. He was working on a big merger and knew that it could mean removing Sam and knew he would be angry, so he wanted advice.
Advice? From you?
Yes, he was going to bring me in as a consultant on the merger and knew he had obviously not been successful in his last merger.
Obviously.
And knew needed help reeling in walk-ins.
Did you give it to him?
Yes, I let him know that cutting filet from the line would reel in walk-ins and seal the deal.
Was Mr. Fillet aware of this transaction?
To my knowledge, he was telling them the day they found Jack dead.
Hayden, who do you think killed your brother?
Without a doubt, Sam Fillet.
Objection! Speculation!
No further questions, Your Honor.
Sustained. Strike that last question and answer.
Strike meeting?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense, would you like to cross-examine?
Hayden, you mentioned that you were upset with your brother for kicking you out of the family business. But wasn't it more like angry?
I guess my first reaction was anger, but...
Your first reaction? You were kicked out of the family business almost a decade ago, correct?
Yes.
And in fact, the only way you were going to get back into the company was if it was left to you.
Objection! Speculation.
Sustained.
Hayden, have you ever met Morgan Watkins?
Well, yes, my brother was working with the merger with Watkins Incorporated. That was already discussed. I'm sure your reporter can read that back if necessary.
Oh, yes I can. Just 1 second while I get back to it.
There's no need to do that. He was being facetious.
Oh, right. Let me get back to where we were then. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm ready.
Yes, but you met with Watkins without your brother. Is that right?
Well, I don't think Jack needed to be there for all my meetings.
Except when you met with Morgan, it wasn't about Albright Industries, was it? It was for your own company.
Initially.
So truly, you wanted Jack to believe that all was forgiven, so you could go behind his back and make a merger for your own company. Isn't that right?
Yes, okay. I was angry. Who wouldn't be? He took everything from me, then had the nerve to ask my advice about a merger. Jack was selfish and self-absorbed. He cut people out easily from his life, as long as there was a profit for himself. He did it to me. He did it to Madison, and he was about to do it to Sam. That is how I know without a doubt that Sam Fillet killed my brother.
Did he, or was it you? Because you had an awful lot to gain from Jack being dead. You knew that if Jack was dead, you would finally get the company back.
Don't answer that!
Winchurch, as you know, I am the one who makes the rules in this here courtroom. The witness will answer the question.
I did not kill my brother.
Will the company go to you with your brother dead and out of the way, yes or no?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Does the prosecution have any further witnesses?
The prosecution rests, Your Honor.
The defense may now call upon its first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defense calls Terry Mudge.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Miss Mudge, how long have you worked for Jack Albright?
15 years.
And would you say you were close with Jack?
Very. I thought so anyway.
Would you care to expand on that?
I mean, I cared about Jack. I was loyal to Jack. I just couldn't believe it when I thought he might
what?
He might replace me.
Did Jack ever say he was going to replace you?
Well, no, but he was interviewing Miss Jones. I just assumed, and then
And then you what, Miss Mudge?
Well, Miss Jones was a personal assistant coming in to interview. I just thought that Jack was going to replace me. I marched right into his office. We argued and we argued. And I said some things that were mean, but I didn't mean them. I would have never.
You would have never what,
My
Miss Mudge?
fingerprints were on the knife, but it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
How would the fingerprints have gotten on the knife if you did not do it, Miss Mudge?
It was mine. The knife was mine.
So, the knife was yours. Any ideas, outside of you stabbing Jack, how it got in his back?
No, I just don't know. I wish I knew.
No further questions, Your Honor.
The prosecution like to cross-examine.
Miss Mudge, can you please tell us how you found out Jack was not, in fact, replacing you?
When I was leaving, I called Sam. I was so upset, and he let me know that Miss Jones is just to be brought in for him. I was confused because up until that point, Sam acted like he wanted me gone, but he encouraged me to apologize, and he said he was sure that Jack would forgive me.
And how did that make you feel?
I felt like a fool. I had just argued with Jack. I felt awful. I thought he would surely be firing me now.
What did you do next?
I turned right back around. I went to tell Jack I was sorry, but when I got there, he was there on the floor in a puddle of blood.
For the witness, it's reusable.
Do you want it? Didn't think so.
Miss Mudge?
Thanks.
Miss Mudge, are you ready to proceed?
I think so.
After you found Jack on the floor, what did you do next?
I left.
You left?
Yes, I panicked, okay? I thought it looked bad, but once I got home, I dialed 911.
Miss Mudge, when you were in the office, did you see anyone else in there with you?
No, not that I recall.
And when you left, did you see anyone?
No, no one.
Miss Mudge, why did you call the police?
Because Jack was stabbed, and that meant whoever did it was out there still somewhere, and who knows if they're going to strike again.
Did you realize that they would question you if you called 911?
Yes, I knew, but I realized I shouldn't have left him there like that. I'm so sorry.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Bailiff, would you help Miss Mudge to her seat?
Miss Mudge?
Defense, is your next witness ready?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls Madison Fish.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Miss Fish, can you tell us, describe to us, your relationship with the victim?
Well, I think it's been said or implied, but yes. He was my fiance, but we ended things.
Yes, we just needed you to confirm that fact. And would you say you had a mutual breakup?
Well, yeah, neither of us wanted to be together any longer.
And why is that?
We just saw ourselves in different places.
Ah, so you were moving.
No. I mean, I wanted to be married, and he wanted to be perpetually dating.
And why was it so important to you that you get married?
Why? Seriously? I was in love and wanted to be married. I wanted our relationship to be taken to the next level. Is there something wrong with that?
No, of course not. And did Jack ever mention why he didn't want to get married?
Well, not exactly. He mentioned something about too many legal things to figure out and how much easier it'd be if our relationship was the same as it was.
And that wasn't good enough.
It's hard being in a relationship for that long and not seeing it go anywhere. Plus, we live separately, so that was another barrier we had to manage. And I was always the one going out to see him. I think I was in his apartment more than he was.
That must have been hard for you. Did Jack do anything to make it easier? Pay for the car, at least.
Well, yeah, I mean, he did help me monetarily from time to time, but he wouldn't have to if we were married. I would have lived with him.
And you would have had all of his money at your disposal. Isn't that right?
I don't know that.
But you broke up, and you are now in a relationship with Mr. Fillet.
Well, yes, but
And are you now engaged to Mr. Fillet?
it's complicated.
Complicated?
Complicated? How complicated can it be? Are you or are you not engaged to Mr. Fillet?
I am now.
And if Mr. Fillet is cleared of these charges and you are married, you will finally have full control over Jack's money. Isn't
Gold
that
digger.
right?
Not clearing my throat.
Are you going to object?
No, Your Honor. I would love to hear the answer to this question.
Agreed. The witness will answer the question.
I don't understand why you're asking me this question. Your job is to clear Sam of these charges, not get me charged.
You will have to answer the question, Miss Fish.
If Sam and I are to be married, his money would take care of me. That is correct. But that isn't why I marry him.
And when was the last time you saw Jack alive?
The morning he was murdered.
And where was this?
His office. I'd come over to discuss some things.
And was he expecting you?
I'm not sure why.
The defense calls the calendar of Mr. Jack Albright as evidence.
Evidence?
Do you recognize this evidence, Miss Fish?
No, that isn't mine.
Correct. This is the calendar of Mr. Jack Albright's personal assistant. It is incredibly detailed, and every visitor down to the half hour is recorded in here. There are even notes when somebody drops in.
So?
Is there any reason why your name isn't on the calendar the day Jack was murdered, Miss Fish?
I have no idea what Miss Mudge does with her calendar. That would be a good question for her, not me.
To not be on this calendar would mean that she did not see you come in. You would have had to make sure she didn't see you. Every half hour is allotted for in this calendar, all the way up to the Alex Jones interview.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means that you would have had to have seen Jack just after the interview.
I have an alibi for the time you're looking for. There was an investigation. You cannot do this to me. I'm Madison Fish.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Prosecution, would you like to cross-examine?
Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Fish, as you have stated, you do have an alibi for the time in question. Can you please state your alibi to the jury so that we can move along?
Yes, of course. I was in my apartment. Our building is pretty fancy and has an electric pad to let you in. The building turned over the records to the detective, showing that I was in the building at the presumed time of the murder.
Thank you, Miss Fish.
You're welcome.
Can you please tell us all where Mr. Fillet was at the time of the murder?
He was with me. Well, not at the exact time of the murder, but he was with me when we found out about the murder, and I can tell you, he was distraught.
Miss Fish, why would Mr. Fillet be with you at your apartment?
He had come over to discuss some things.
Some things. Like what?
Well, lately, as I've already said, Jack and I were having some issues in our relationship, and he and Sam were having some issues as well, so I was there for him, and Sam was there for me.
What types of issues? What types of issues were Sam and Jack having?
Jack was just making some decisions without including Sam, and he was upset.
Upset or angry?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
Miss Fish, how did Mr. Fillet tell you he was feeling about Jack?
He was upset, not angry. He was hurt because he and Jack were friends, and he was worried that Jack was going to make some decisions about the company without including him.
And what decisions were those?
Jack was having secret meetings with the Walkins company. I knew about the meetings and told Sam. It made him uneasy.
Miss Fish, why would you tell Sam about meetings your fiancé was having if they were secret?
But I thought he should know. It's his business too.
You said Mr. Fillet was feeling uneasy. As uneasy as you are right now?
What? I'm not... He wasn't angry.
Miss Fish, can you please tell us, didn't Sam ever mention the possibility of the dissolution of the business?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Miss Fish, please remember, you are under oath.
I mean, I don't remember exactly. He might have mentioned something about the company being dissolved if the Walkins made it through the check. I just didn't. Are you trying to make me flub this?
And if the company were to be dissolved, he stood to lose quite a lot of money, didn't he?
What about this are you not understanding? I just said specifically, I don't recall. Of course he'd lose money if the company were dissolved. He didn't do this. Sam wouldn't do this.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Sam wouldn't do this. He wouldn't kill anyone.
Miss Fish? Miss Fish!
Defense, do you have any further witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls Sam Fillet.
Mr. Fillet? Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Mr. Fillet, can you tell us about your relationship, both personal and business, with Jack Albright?
Absolutely. We met at the top of my career. Jack was a foodie. Was a chef. We hit it off nearly right away. At first, all we talked about was food, but then one day he invited me up to his big old office building for a meeting. So I went, and he laid out this plan about how we'd sell frozen meal kits based on my most famous recipes. I said yes nearly right away. I mean, come on. So then we drew it up where he would own 70% of that part of the business, and I'd own 30, because it made sense since the Albright company was so massive, he'd have more.
So you said yes. And were you concerned about the business plans going awry?
I was not concerned at all. He gave me the whole spiel about his illegitimate brother and his gambling ways. So no, I was not concerned. We really bonded.
So you became friends. And what about protecting you in case it didn't work out?
Yes, we thought of that too. We figured for whatever reason, if this business didn't do well, that we would dissolve it and the Albright company would lose all rights to my likeness and recipes.
So, if the business plan, partnership, didn't work out, you could still keep your recipes and your likeness, and you could also sell frozen meal kits through a different partnership?
Yes, that is correct.
And how was the business going?
They were going pretty good. I mean, we weren't looking to expand, but we were not concerned with going under.
So, you weren't worried about walk-ins?
I was not concerned with walk-ins. I was concerned because Jack was acting off ever since reconnecting with said illegitimate brother.
Off? Off? How?
Well, first of all, his meetings with walk-ins were without me. Then more and more meetings regarding the business both of us were in were without me. Heck, the interview for Miss Jones, my own personal assistant, he scheduled, told me last minute, then went off on me because I couldn't make it.
So, you were never at the Albright building the day of the murder.
I was never there.
So, you had a partnership that was basically protected, the business was doing fine anyways, and you were never there?
That is correct.
Sam, what was your alibi?
Well, I was in my apartment, unfortunately alone, when the only call I got was from Miss Mudge. She called to tell me about what happened with Jack and how upset she was with the way he'd been treating her. The only thing I could do was offer advice to go apologize. So then, I left to go see Madison.
Madison Fish.
Correct, Madison Fish.
And why did you go to see her?
Well, we were just friends at the time, venting our frustrations to each other about Jack.
And did anybody see you leave your apartment?
Fortunately, no. There is no Miss Potts in our building.
And about how long would it take you to get to the Albright building from your apartment?
Approximately 5 to 10 minutes. I like to admire the scenery.
So, you were in your apartment when you received a call from Miss Mudge, which caused her to turn right back around and apologize to Jack, where she found him dead. It seems unlikely that you would have made it.
Very unlikely. At least not before Miss Mudge.
Unlikely indeed. No further questions, Your Honor.
Would the prosecution like to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Sam Follett, I just have to say before we continue that I am a huge fan of yours. Your recipes actually helped me woo my spouse.
You're welcome.
I just had to say that before we continued on. I think it's safe to say most people are a fan of yours. But was Jack?
I mean, I'm not him, but I'd say, yeah, he was a fan.
He was at least a fan of your recipes.
Definitely, or he wouldn't have invested so much money into them.
Correct, and how much was that?
The initial deal was for about $7 million. We've had some ups and downs. At one point, we were near $25 million. But I can't really remember what it would have been about 5 years ago.
Yes, it's been a while. Clerk, evidence.
Yes, evidence. Oh, not that one. Let me just find the right one. That.
Huh. Sam, does that look about right to you?
Like I said, it was 5 years ago.
So if the partnership were to end, you would actually be losing money. Is that correct?
Not necessarily. I was working.
But if the partnership were to end at that moment, you would be losing money. Is that correct?
Possibly, but not likely.
You said Jack was a fan of yours, right? How did he feel about his friend and his fiancée being so close?
Again, not him. So I cannot tell you how he felt about it.
So he never mentioned the friendship?
No, not really.
Wow. Seems like he was a really understanding friend.
Do you have a point?
Yes, I do. Why would your really understanding friend be having secret meetings with Morgan Watkins?
Now the answer to this question is really going to make your case crumble. So get in nice and close. Closer. Closer. I don't know. He didn't tell me.
He didn't tell you? Then how did you find out?
I don't know. Maybe Madison.
Oh, so Madison, who Jack conveniently told her about these secret meetings, and then she went right around and told you. Any idea why the meetings were secret?
Listen, I don't know what you want me to say. He was looking at Watkins like she was an opportunity.
Watkins was an opportunity.
Yes, exactly.
Just like you were an opportunity all those years ago when Jack cut out his own brother.
That is irrelevant.
The only difference is that Hayden didn't immediately turn around, try to stab Jack in the back, and run off with his money and his girl.
I didn't try to kill him. I didn't run off with his girl. And I sure as heck didn't run off with his money. I've been in jail.
Because you stabbed Jack to death with the knife you took from Miss Mudge to make it look like it was her.
What? You set me up?
I did
You're the
no
one who
such
did it.
thing.
Tell me, Sam, if you knew that Jack was replacing you, why did you entertain the idea of your own personal assistant?
Easy. I didn't think he was replacing me.
Then why did you cancel on the interview with Alex Jones?
Like I said, I couldn't make it.
Then why did you go and tell Miss Mudge to apologize?
She was upset.
And you needed her to be the one to find Jack with her knife in his back.
Objection!
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Flair?
What speculation hearsay? Nothing.
Defense, do you have any further witnesses?
Hello?
Order in the court. Defense, do you have any further witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Prosecution, you may now present your closing argument and recommendations to the jury.
I think we learned a lot here, folks. A famous and once successful chef ruined by greed. Jack Albright made some poor decisions, true, but none of that should have led to his death. The fact is, Sam had the motive, no alibi, and the resources to commit the crime. He was willing to have Miss Mudge take the fall, not realizing she would call the police instead of trying to cover it up. The only fair finding is to find Sam Flake guilty of murder in the first.
The defense, you may now present your closing argument and recommendation to the jury.
What you saw, what you heard, is it possible that Mr. Fillet committed the murder? It is also possible that Miss Mudge committed the crime, or Madison Fish, or even Hayden Albright. We saw on full display the aptitude of the lead detective on this case. Just sit back down. We know that Jack is dead. And we also heard that he had a lot of enemies by being not the nicest person. What we did not hear was that Mr. Flay was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The only finding is to find Sam Fillet not guilty.
You have now heard the evidence and arguments of both sides of this case. Together, you will determine how to find the defendant guilty or not guilty of murder in the first degree. If found guilty, that is a Class 1 felony which carries a sentence of no less than confinement for life. Your decision must be a unanimous one. Once you have reached a unanimous verdict, please have your jury foreperson fill out the jury verdict form. Once you have done that, please let the bailiff know and you will be escorted back into the courtroom. Will everyone please rise? Bailiff, would you escort the jury to the jury room?
All jury members, please rise and come up on stage. All members of the jury, please rise on stage.
We shall now take a quick recess while the jury deliberates.
Which will be real.
Surrounded by
the defendant, however, please rise for sentencing? And will the jury foreperson please stand and read the jury verdict?
Yes, Your Honor. We, the jury, have found the defendant, Sam Fillet, not guilty.
Oh my gosh! Justice, this is insane. This man has killed my brother, and this, Parla is going to run away with his money. Order in the court. Hayden Albright, please remain seated. I will not. Members of the jury, thank you for the respect that you have shown the defendant and the law. And thank you for stepping up to ensure justice was finally served. You are excused. However, as you leave here tonight, please remember you have a duty to uphold the oath of confidentiality concerning these proceedings.
Your Honor, we did find one more piece of evidence in the evidence room. What should we do with that?
Well, at this point, I think we can just discard it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, seeing as there is no further business, I hereby declare court adjourned.
Will everyone please clear the courtroom?
Move, I need to check on my fiance.
Well, I'm at least gonna watch it.
Okay, hello? Is this thing on? If you're seeing this, I'm assuming great harm has come my way. And if so, there can only be one person that could possibly be guilty. And you should know. And
Jack, what's going on?
Terry, why do you have a knife?
Oh, sorry. I was going to the mail. I couldn't find my letter opener.
It's okay. You seem upset. You're shaking.
It's just, you could have told me what you were up to. I'm not an idiot, you know.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
The interview, did you think I wouldn't put two and two together?
Terry, seriously, what are you talking about?
I have been loyal to you, to this company. I have given up everything, and you betrayed me. I don't even know why.
Betrayed you? How? Have you been talking to Sam?
Have I been talking to Sam? Is that what this is about? You think I like him? Oh, you deserve everything you get from Sam. I never want to see you again. I quit.
Terry, wait! Oh, geez, you're here.
Yes, I had an appointment to be here. Am I early?
Yes, you had an appointment. But it appears Mr. Fillet has decided not to join us.
Oh, I was under the impression that I would be considered to work for him.
Yes, that is correct. Except the thing you don't know about Mr. Fillet is he's incredibly unreliable and irresponsible. So it is not a shock that he's decided not to show to interview for his own personal assistant.
Yes, that would seem irresponsible.
Honestly, I don't know why we're still in business together. It is clear he has no business acumen or loyalty.
What does that mean for me? Should I leave?
Yes, you should go. Get out.
What is she upset about?
I don't know. I need to catch up to Terry. Can we talk later?
What? Whoa. No, Jack, we need to talk now about us.
Seriously, Madison, you didn't see how upset she was? I have to fix this.
Whoa, hold up. While you're busy fixing that with your secretary, you're clearly not seeing how upset I am.
Madison, don't be ridiculous. I've been under a ton of stress recently. The last thing I need is for you to come barging in here and telling me how things are.
Ridiculous? Ridiculous. Fine, forget it. We're over.
Madison! Sam? Can't talk about anything right now. I need to go catch up with Madison. Sure, Jack. Sure. Go catch
catch up with Madison. Terry.
Oh, you saw Terry late too? She was so upset.
I'd be upset too if you were replacing me.
Replace her? I'm not trying to replace her.
But that's what it looks like, isn't it?
Sam,
Interviewing a personal assistant? Alone?
you knew that personal assistant was for you. Are you kidding me right
So
now?
why would I need a personal assistant when you're drawing up papers to out me from the company?
Sam, this is a lot more complicated than it looks like, but I can't talk about it right now.
No worries, Jack. You know we're talking. I'm done!
Jack? Jack?
We're here for a date. Do not move. Do not touch anything. No